Book of Heaven, Volume 17, May 17, 1925. More ways to fuse oneself in the divine will in order to give God, in the name of all, the requital of love and glory for the works of creation, redemption, and sanctification. After I had let the confessor hear what is written above, with the date of May 10th, he was not satisfied and imposed on me to continue writing about the way I fuse myself in the holy divine volition. So, only to obey, and for fear that my Jesus might be disappointed even slightly, I resume my speaking. Now I add that as that immense void becomes present before my mind when I fuse myself in the supreme volition, the little girl continues her round, and rising up high, she wants to requite her God for all the love he had for all creatures in creation. She wants to honor him as the creator of all things. And so she goes around through the stars, and in each twinkling of light she impresses my I love you and glory to my Creator. In each atom of the light of the sun that descends down below, I love you and glory. In the whole expanse of the heavens, within the distance between one step and another, my I love you and glory. In the warbling of the bird, in the beating of its wings, love and glory to my Creator. In the blade of grass which sprouts from the earth, in the flower that blooms, in the fragrance that ascends, love and glory. On the height of the mountains and in the depth of the valleys, love and glory. I go around through each heart of creature, as though wanting to enclose myself within it and cry out inside each heart, my I love you and glory to my Creator. I would want that one be the cry, one the will, one the harmony of all things, glory and love to my Creator. And then, as though having gathered everything together, in such a way that everything says requital of love and attestation of glory for all that God has done in creation, I bring myself to his throne and I say to him, Supreme Majesty and Creator of all things, this little girl comes into your arms to tell you that all creation, in the name of all creatures, gives you the requital, not only of love, but of the just glory for the so many things created by you for love of us. In your will, in this immense void, I have wandered everywhere so that all things may glorify you, love you, and bless you. And now that I have placed for you the love between Creator and creature in their relationship, which the human will had broken, as well as the glory that everyone owed you, let your will descend upon earth, that it may bind and strengthen all the relations between Creator and creature. All things will return to the original order established by you. Therefore hurry, delay no more. Don't you see how the earth is full of evils? Your will alone can stop this current, can place it in safety, but your will known and ruling. Then, after this, I feel that my office is not complete. Therefore, I descend down below within that void in order to requite Jesus for the work of redemption. And as though finding all that he did in act, I want to give him my requital of all the acts which all creatures should have done for him, in awaiting him and receiving him upon earth. Then, as though wanting to transform all of myself into love for Jesus, I go back to my refrain, and I say, I love you in your act of descending from heaven. I impress my I love you in your act of being conceived. I love you in the first drop of blood which was formed in your humanity. I love you in the first beat of your heart, so as to mark all your heartbeats with my I love you. I love you in your first breath. I love you in your first pains. I love you in the first tears you shed in the maternal womb. I want to requite your prayers, your reparations, your offerings, with my I love you. I want to seal each instant of your life with my I love you. I love you in your being born. I love you in the cold you suffered. I love you in each drop of the milk you suckled from your mama. I intend to fill with my I love yous the clothes with which your mama swaddled you. I lay my I love you upon that ground on which your dear mother laid you down gently in the manger, and your most tender limbs felt the hardness of the hay, but more than of hay, the hardness of hearts. My I love you in each of your wailings, in all the tears and pains of your tender age. I make my I love you flow within all the relations and communications and love you had with your mama. I love you in each word you spoke, in the food you took, in the steps you took, in the water you drank. I love you in the work you did with your hands. I love you in all the acts you did during your hidden life. I seal my I love you in each one of your interior acts and in the pains you suffered. I lay my I love you on the roads you covered, in the air you breathed, in all the sermons you gave during your public life. My I love you flows in the power of the miracles you performed, in the sacraments you instituted, in everything, O my Jesus, even in the inmost fibers of your heart. I impress my I love you for myself and for all. Your will makes everything present to me, and nothing do I want to leave out in which my I love you is not impressed. Your little daughter of your will feels the duty, if there is nothing else she can do for you, that you may have at least a little I love you for everything you have done for me and for all. Therefore, my I love you follows you in all the pains of your passion, in all the spit, scorns, and insults that they gave you. My I love you seals each drop of the blood you shed, each blow you received, each wound that formed in your body, each thorn that pierced your head, the bitter pains of the crucifixion, the words you pronounced on the cross. Up to your last breath, I intend to impress my I love you. I want to enclose all your life, all your acts, with my I love you. I want you to touch, see, and feel my continuous I love you everywhere. My I love you will never leave you. Your very will is the life of my I love you. But do you know what this little girl wants? That the divine volition which you so much loved and which you did during your whole life upon earth make itself known to all creatures, so that all may love it and may fulfill your will on earth as it is in heaven. This little girl wants to conquer you in love, that you may give your will to all creatures. Oh, please, make this poor little one happy, who wants nothing else but what you want, that your will be known and that it reign upon earth. Now, I believe that obedience will be content in some way, though it is true that in many things I had to make a few jumps, otherwise I would never end. Fusing myself in the supreme volition is like a springing fount for me, and every little thing I hear or see, one offense given to my Jesus, is an occasion for me for new ways and new fusions in his most holy will. Now I continue by saying that my sweet Jesus told me,
My daughter, to what you have said on fusing yourself in my will, another appeal must be added, that of fusing yourself in the order of grace, in everything that the Sanctifier, the Holy Spirit, has done and will do for those who are to be sanctified. More so since, while we, the three divine persons, are always united in operating, if the creation points to the Father and redemption to the Son, the fiat voluntas tua will point to the Holy Spirit. And it is precisely in the fiat voluntas tua that the divine Spirit will make display of his work. You do it when, on coming before the Supreme Majesty, you say, I come to requite you in love for everything that the Sanctifier does for those who are to be sanctified. I come to enter into the order of grace, so as to be able to give you the glory and the requital of love, as if all had made themselves saints, and to repair you for all the oppositions and lack of correspondence to grace. And as much as you can, you search within our will for the acts of grace of the Spirit Sanctifier, so as to make his sorrow your own, as well as his secret moans, his anguishing sighs in the depth of the hearts in seeing himself so unwelcome. And since the first act he does is to bring our will as the complete act of their sanctification, in seeing himself rejected, he moans with inexpressible moans, and you, in your childlike simplicity, say to him, Spirit Sanctifier, hurry, I implore you, I pray you again, make your will known to all, so that by knowing it, they may love it, and may welcome your first act of their complete sanctification, which is your holy will. My daughter, we, the three divine persons, are inseparable and distinct, and in this way do. We want to manifest to the human generations our works for them, that while being united among ourselves, each one of us wants to manifest individually his love and his work toward the creatures.
Thank you for being a part of our community here at Divine Will app. If you enjoy listening to Jesus' lessons on how to live in the divine will, please give this video a thumbs up. Your likes help us reach more souls yearning to live in the kingdom of the divine will. We'd love to hear your thoughts and reflections, so drop a comment below. Your insights not only enrich our community, but also inspire others on their spiritual journey. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. By joining us, you're helping to spread the news of the kingdom of the divine will, so that together we can bring His kingdom to reign on earth as it is in heaven. In the divine will, always.